Dear students, I am Soumya, your teacher of EVs. In this session, we are going to learn about air. End of the session, we will be learning air and its properties. We all know that air is present everywhere. Have you ever wondered how air is present everywhere? What do we breathe in? What do we breathe out? What does animal breathe? Yes, we all breathe in air. In air, there are many components. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide, right? So, let us get an example that air is everywhere. Can you all pick a piece of paper or a cloth? Yes. Just leave it and hold it by your hands. What happens? Yes, you see that the paper or the cloth which you were holding in your hand has gone away or has been flying from you, right? What made it fly or move? That's right, the air. So everywhere air is present, right? Now, can we see air? Have you ever seen air? No, but we feel air, right? We feel air. How do we feel air, children? Yes, when you sit under the fan, when you sit under a tree, you feel air. So we all know that skin is the sense organ which helps us to feel. So same way, when you get breeze, air, wind, storm, you feel the air. So though we have not seen air and air is present everywhere, we feel air, right? So the properties of air is air cannot be seen, air is everywhere, air can be felt. Now, can we live without air? The sure answer is no. Can animals live without air? The answer is no, because they too breathe in and breathe out, and they are also living things. Now, what about the plants? Do they need air? Yes, they need air to grow. Now, let us think of animals which are present in water. Is air present in water? No? Children, it is yes. Air is present in water. Animals which live in water breathe air, but they have a different organ to breathe. Just like we have hands and legs to do different activities, animals also have legs, but they do activities similar like our hands, right? Our nose and animal's nose are not similar, but the use of the nose is to breathe the same way. Animals which are present in water, plants which are present in water need air to live, right? Now quickly do the activity which is given in your textbook. Yes, I am waiting. Now let us learn what are the uses of air. Apart from breathing, air is needed for burning. How can we say that air is needed for burning? Yes, with the help of your parents, take a crumbed paper, crumbed rolled paper in your hand. Try to burn the paper. Will the paper burn? No. Uncrumb the paper, open the paper and then burn. The air is present everywhere on the paper, so the paper burns easily. Example. Now let's try a small example to see air is needed for burning. Can you all get a bowl, a glass, one candle, water, and a matchstick? Now, take the bowl, keep the candle, burn the candle, cover the candle with the glass. Oops, what happened? The candle stopped burning, right? Now take out the glass, burn the candle, pour some water, pour little amount of water, and let the candle be there itself. Burn the candle, done. Now cover the glass. What happened? The candle is still burning, isn't it? It's right, because in water, oxygen or the air is present. Right? So, in today's session, we all learnt that air is everywhere. That is, air is present everywhere. Air is needed for us to live. We cannot see air, but we can feel air. Air is needed for breathing to live, and air is needed for burning. Now, we will be meeting in the next session, but when we see in the next session, come with few more uses of air. Where and all air are used or air is used. Think and come back in the next session. Thank you.